Turning to our back to school coverage this morning, we all know there is a lot schools have to prepare for before kids even head back to the classroom. And in a digital age, that means making sure students are protected from cybersecurity threats.
That's for sure. They say they're taking action at a critical time. 10 TV's Brianna Albizu shows us how schools are leading the charge against online threats.
We're very concerned. We also know that we have some good tools, but we needed more tools.
It's a fear we all have living in a cyber world. Our most personal information hacked.
And I feel like it's interesting because not only we're seeing it more frequently, but I think they're getting smarter as well. Would you say so?
That is true.
And our most prized possessions targeted. Our own kids.
Schools are actually prime targets when it comes to cyber criminals, and they're inviting because it includes things like student data, staff records, even limited cyber defenses, just making them more prone to these attacks.
We want to make sure that the tax dollars that we are afforded go toward the education of children and not to pay off a ransom.
Their attack superintendent Todd Hoadley actually experienced with his own school at the Tolles Career and Technical Center, just weeks before students returned. And it targeted teachers.
And there were several emails that turned out to be a phishing scheme. And it was click on this link.
Thankfully, he says, his staff sprang into action, reporting the suspicious emails and averting a crisis.
What I'll call a cyber pandemic as well. It has to be everybody doing a little and doing multiple things that ultimately safeguard the entire organization.
It's a response all schools in Ohio are hoping to have after Governor Mike DeWine signed this, a statewide initiative that equips K-12 schools and 16 tech centers with the very best training against cybersecurity.
Spotting the signs can be a little bit tricky.
Think of it as a monthly test, where schools send out fake emails to staff members posing as scammers, all in an effort to see which ones can identify the proper signs.
If you just click the little arrow and take a look at the address, you'll see that it's a phony address. And then they'll often have misspellings.
Data then gets collected by TechGuard, a platform which oversees these resources. And it's pretty high-end, too, serving as necessary benchmarks for schools, pinpointing weaknesses and strengths, all in hopes of identifying scams and ensuring safety throughout the school year.
And all schools across the state are able to access training completely for free for the next 3 years. This is pretty advanced technology too, Doug and Jay, because we're talking about this software system is for National Security Agency. We also have the Department of Defense that actually uses this software. So now schools all across Ohio have access to it.
And you got to watch out for those phishing scams for sure. And I mean, we have our cybersecurity training here regularly.
Constantly, yeah.
So, yeah.
Scammers are everywhere.
All right. Thank you very much, Brianna.